Why do we do this computer stuff? This is just craziness. We've all got to be examined in the head. 9 o'clock straight up on March 15th, 2023. And yes, I see that Ken Stout is not a moderator. I don't know how that happened. We'll get to that in a little bit. But then also what Tim Sal was reporting yesterday about nonsense issues he has, and what Alex Cheek was reporting yesterday on the Ken Stout Live Show. Both of those were on the Ken Stout Live Show. Things not working the way they're supposed to. Well, let's go see if you can hear me. I'll go unmute this audio.
You can hear me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go over to channel comments and catch up on a couple things there. First, let's see. Nice effect, homie, from Tony Wallow from yesterday's video. I'm thinking that probably had to do with the weird audio stuff I had going on at the beginning of yesterday's show, and it's working correctly today. And then from the show 2 days ago, these two comments, John O is saying, sorry I missed the live stream in regards to phones coming with chargers. When I upgraded my phone recently, a large number of the Samsung phones did not come with chargers. They had to be purchased separately. I don't know if that is unique to us in Canada, but I was surprised that this is now a standard procedure. In my recollection, and I mentioned it the other day, but very much in passing, it seems to me that there's been a move for ecology's sake, environmental concerns, to reduce the number of chargers that go out and try to standardize on the type of charger that's used. And somebody's trying to force Apple to use the same Type-C USB that everybody else uses, so that we don't have to keep supplying more and more charging adapters. And I think that kind of makes sense. And then the other factor there is people who might want a different kind of charger and not even use the charger that comes that might come with the phone. So that seems to be a common thing now from what I'm hearing from y'all. Yes, I just said you all. Get over it. Matthew Barnes, thanks for answering my question. Samsung doesn't provide a charging plug anymore on their new phones. They only provide a USB-C cable. So that makes sense to provide the cable, because no matter what charging adapter you use, you're still going to need the cable, although you could already have a cable, I suppose. So let's go thumbs up and heart all of these comments, and then see that those all clear off. When I go back to comments again, they're not there. Now let's go look at what else is going on here. I'm going to pop out chat and maximize it and zoom in. Nick Poverman starts, where did the IT go? He probably ran somewhere. Now, it was the third reading of this before the show started, before I got it. I was thinking, is there a typo there? What's going on? So I'll read it differently. Where did the IT go? He probably ran somewhere. I like that. Brian Lightfoot, St. Patrick's Day's puns don't just shame you, they shame us all. As in the name Seamus. As a St. Patrick, it's St. Patrick, that's Irish, right? Somebody's going to be mad at me if I'm wrong about that. Dennis says, sorry, left Fortnite early, forgetting about the comms. See you shortly right here. I did catch that, Dennis, and I saw on your stream, I listened to you. That was kind of a mix-up at the end of our Fortnite play this morning. 2 hours ago, we started Fortnite streaming, and Dennis left Fortnite before he actually said goodbye. And that was just a slip. And then I accidentally left the stream running. So that would be another laugh. If you go back and watch that, my Fortnite this morning, at the end of it, I think I ended the stream, and the stream was still recording me at my desk for a while. So that was funny. Nick Poverman, what do you call a fake Irish stone? A shamrock. Because it's a sham. All right. Good jokes there. Greg M., I just love self-appointed product evangelists on Reddit who admonish one for pointing out issues with the product. Then they try to put the onus on you for not discovering the solution to the issue. Yeah, I tell you what, I've been very frustrated with trying to get into Reddit forums. I found them to be very cliquish, mean and rude, and just not very welcoming. But that kind of points up another thing. As example for today, I don't have any questions that were sent to me by email, nothing in comments. for questions for me to address. If you see some issue out there in some other forum or something that you would think an interesting thing to see me respond to, you could copy that question and paste it into chat here or into a comment on one of my videos, and that would be a fine thing to do, meaning it's not your personal question. It's not a question for you, but a question that you saw out there somewhere and you'd like to see how I address it or how we address it in the chat room. Greg M., my return to Amazon USA from Canada has been refunded and I only lost $5 in the process and a bit of my sanity. Certainly won't buy again from Amazon.com from Canada if warranty or return is needed. So you've got one of those crystal ball things apparently where when you buy something you already know whether you're going to need a return or a warranty coverage. I don't think that's really what he meant. If there's any potential that he might need a return or a warranty coverage, then you shouldn't be buying from Amazon.com from Canada. Hello, Mike and Greg. Whatever happened to your client with air printing? That's a question from Nick to Greg. My recollection is Greg M. had a client who was trying to air print from his cell phone and it was taking too long. And I think he was saying that it was taking longer than it used to. And so we're just seeing to see if Greg gives us an answer. Yeah, he could buy a new printer only to have more issues. The brother printer is fine and it works. So maybe you're just telling them, hey, that's it. Live with it. We gave it the college try, the old college effort, and we're unable to fix it. So we can't fix everything that's wrong with other people's products and software. Greg to Nick, went there yesterday, second trip, talked to Apple like the client wanted, determined nothing we can do, and they will have to live with a 15-second delay. Told them that is normal. If they're doing AirPrint, that tells me they're probably not printing very often. If they are printing often, that at 15-second delay over 3 dozen times through the day adds up to a big issue. They probably shouldn't be printing from cell phone. Then Nick to Greg, I never even thought about the delay and how to make it faster. Some people are not patient. There is something that I've done with computers and printers. Now, just because Apple is telling you they can't fix it, that just means they don't know how to fix it. It's possible there is a fix for it. And in computers to printers, something that I have found is use a different printer driver. And for instance, one thing is instead of using the correct printer driver for that model printer, use a more generic printer driver for that manufacturer printer. And I've seen that work much better than the driver that's specifically for that printer. That might be something to try if you want to dig deeper into that. Might be better just walk away from it. Unless the client still wants it and is still willing to pay your work on it. But you got to be telling the client that, listen, the manufacturers of these products have said they can't figure out how to fix it. There might still be a way to fix it if you're willing to pay me to investigate it deeper. Because that kind of thing does happen sometimes. Also, I've seen changing from a certain printer protocol to let's see, raw, or I wonder if I can demonstrate this. I'm going into my control printers and show something else that I have seen on occasion to solve a printing issue. No, I don't even have any direct printers configured on this computer. Can I get close enough? If you right click on the printer and go to printer properties and then go to advanced, and then let's see, printing defaults, print processor. I think that's, yeah, choosing a different data type here, whereas one of these might work in better than others, because that controls how the device is sending the data to the printer. I'm not an expert on that, but that is something that I've had solve a problem before. Greg to Nick, yeah, some people have too much spare time to fixate on small things. Be thankful it's working and is doing so within acceptable limits for most people. That's a reasonable time to walk away from it. He could buy a new printer only to have more serious issues. Yes, the Brother printer is fine and works. I'm not a big fan of Brother printers. I'll put that out there. Now here we have Ken Stout Live showing in gray. That's not a moderator. Yesterday I got onto a Zoom session with Ken Stout and some of the other Zoom homies, and then he started a live stream, so we got part of that documented on his channel. But if I go over to show the status for Ken's status, if I go into settings on my channel and then community, see, I set him up as a managing moderator. I never took him off that. I think I heard Ken Stout last night say that I took him off it, but I don't recollect having taken him off as a managing moderator. So did I just have a serious brain fade, or did Ken connect remotely to my computer and remove his managing moderator status? Ken's not blue right now. So we're going to go back and make him a managing moderator again in a moment, but I want to give him a chance to clarify something if he knows something more than I did. Because I think I heard Ken on his show last night that I was finishing up listening to this morning. I think I heard him say that we removed his managing moderator status. I don't remember doing that. I thought I left him as managing moderator. Ken to Chris, yes, for now, Doug and I are testing something. Okay, yeah, but I thought we were on the test where you're still managing moderator. Good morning, 26 degrees, partly sunny, snow on the ground. Mike to Ken, interesting show last night, especially with Alex's mom. Email address, didn't get time to watch it all last night, so finished watching today. So I did finish that whole show from last night. And I do have a suggestion. There's a point where Alex is trying to go make a change and he gets the 404 page not found message. My suggestion there is for Alex to connect remotely to Ken's computer and try to make those changes through Ken's computer, because that place where Alex is getting a 404 page not found message, he's also getting that message somehow related to his dad's website. So I still think there's something funky at Alex's address that's causing an issue. So just a suggestion. Alex may have some reason why he knows that's not worth trying, but I got to caution, Alex, you seem to be kind of resistant to trying something that you don't think will work. It doesn't sound like a big trouble for you to connect remotely to Ken's computer and do the operation from Ken's computer, try to make adjustments. Now, it's also my understanding that Alex's mother's email is working. The only complaint they have is they can't change her email account password. And they've been through a whole bunch of stuff, so please don't go suggesting the basics in chat. And they had previously said the email account will continue functioning as long as somebody at that address has service, but you can't sign in to their account management page to manage that account, is what it sounds like. Now, my understanding is this thing that Alex was trying to change is that he would go to a certain page and get page not found. I think at that point he was trying to add his mother's email account as a sub account to his. Not sure I understood that right. Give me a grain of salt there. Whereas if you could make it a sub account, then you should be able to change the password. And the ISP has been unable to change the password. And the reason she wants to change the password is because they had to give her password to the ISP to get their help in making some fix. That piece seems weird. Personally, I would not worry about some employee at an ISP having his mother's password. They've got a lot more on their plate than go poking around in somebody's email. Just my opinion, but I understand the concern. Anyone here using uBlock Origin and seeing pre-roll non-skippable ads on YouTube? I think uBlock Origin is not able to skip ads at the beginning of a video that you're actually watching. I don't think that's a piece that it does. Maybe some people will respond to that, because I don't use it for that purpose, because I have a paid YouTube account. Ken to Mike, yes, thanks. Yes, it's really odd for sure. Ken to Greg, I use uBlock and have not seen anything odd. Are you saying that you have a non-paid YouTube account and you're not seeing pre-roll non-skippable ads? I don't think you're addressing his question directly. Chris, I am always having nonsense issues. Yeah, I think that's in relation to some of the comment. I'm not sure what it was. John Williams, good morning to everyone. It's mild 35 degrees in Madison, Wisconsin. Never an ad. Jim is saying that he never sees a pre-roll ad. So that means Jim does not have well, he would have a YouTube account, but not a paid YouTube account. And that uBlock Origin is preventing the ads at the beginning of a video. Chris to Greg, remove and reinstall the extension. Gary Weisenberger, hello Gary. I guess that's the Fonzie. Hey. Not a good Fonzie impression. I know it. Greg to Chris, this issue I think is browser related, aka Brave browser. Oh, that would be the non-skippable ads. Yeah, it could be that uBlock Origin isn't doing as good of a job with Brave browser, maybe. This person, the owner, is the only one who does not use a computer in his office, only uses his iPhone. So that's the one that's having problems with the AirPrint. He owns the business. He's the only one in his office that does not use a computer, so he only prints from his iPhone. Got it. Interesting. Are there other printers that you can try configuring the AirPrint? Have you tried completely removing the printer capability from the phone and re-adding it? You've probably tried a lot of stuff. That probably should be a verbal conversation if we go any further with that, but maybe it's better to walk away from it. Twice now I've seen. How far behind am I? All right. And it's 9:17. I do have the redirect set to go to Ken. I haven't seen anything else from Ken. Yes, we changed to normal mod, then to non-mod, so I could run the test of the issue I was having. Part 3 is scheduled. His part 3 about that is going to be on the redirect. So maybe I should leave him as he is now, so he's a non-mod. Man, I don't remember doing that. I must have gone to bed by then in my head. So, okay, I'll leave you as a non-moderator because apparently we intentionally did that. Hey, Doug, I was on hold with Verizon Wireless. I got my home mobile discount. All right, Bobby. Let's see, was it? Yeah, that was you that was saying that you have the Florida and the New York location. Wasn't that you? And yeah, you were trying to get your Verizon Wireless discount at the other location. I think it was in New York that you wanted to get that discount as you have it in Florida. Verizon Wireless home mobile discount. So do you have a Verizon account in each location? Aren't you using the same cell phone in each location? That's curious. Chris, my computer and external hard drive is still not responding sometimes and Explorer will crash. I am using the HP Elite from 2013 because a bunch of good programs on it. Maybe it's just time to retire it. Okay, external hard drive is still not responding sometimes, and Windows Explorer will crash. File Explorer will crash. Does it behave that way when you attach it to your other computer? And do other external hard drives have that same problem? By answering those questions, you could identify, does the problem follow the drive to your other computer? And other drives don't have that problem on either computer. Then if so, let's see, what else could you do? You could back up that entire drive to another drive, then do a long format of it, a full format of the drive, and see if you can revive it that way. And that is, let's see, how large of a drive? If that's under 2 terabytes, then Steve Gibson's SpinRite program would just go look for bad clusters on that drive. And that doesn't sound like the problem you're having. Have you swapped USB cables and tried different USB ports? Bobby Warren saying hello. Gary Weisenberg, if chat will not let me delete my post where it has a letter A, any ideas why? Okay, So back up here where Gary has the letter A, he's saying that he's unable to delete that chat message. Is the other people in chat, could you come out and click on the three-dot menu for one of your chat messages and see if you have the option to delete? And just let us know in chat, I have the option to delete my own messages. The stuff that we did yesterday on Ken's live stream really showed some inconsistent things that just weren't working right, because we put in a block word. On his channel, we blocked the word river, but it never seems to be blocked. It should block anybody from using the word river in his live chat or comments on his videos, and neither of those are happening. So yeah, it's a YouTube issue. I get the same error. Let's see, 3 dots. Where was that at? Chat will not let me delete my post. Okay. Yes, we changed to normal mod, then to non mod, so I can run the test. 3 dots, then remove. Yes, I know, but it says error. So he has the option, but he gets an error message when he tries to delete it. It's not that the option is not there. So you'd actually have to try to remove one of your own messages in order to perform the test. Just seeing that the menu option is there is not enough. Bobby says I can maybe remote to Alex's computer from my computer. How's that going to help anything? For Alex's issue, I think what we need is for him to remote to somebody else's computer and try to do his operations. I don't think it's going to serve any purpose at all for him for you to remote to his computer. Maybe you're trying to cover some other issue there. Here's Gary test. It says error. Try again. Try doing a refresh, Gary. Just refresh the browser page and try it again. It says error. Try again. Ken Stout. I will do the test as well. I think it's a YouTube issue. I get the same error. Oh, Ken gets the same error. Okay, so that's at 9:13. I'll go try putting in a message. Hi, delete this. So I need to come back to 9:13 when I resume this. So let's see if I can delete my message. I can remove. So I click remove, and I got message retracted. So go back up to 9:13. YouTube issue, did you try again? So did Ken. Are you sure you tried again? Boss 351, Brave browser cleans up most ads for me. Chris to Gary, I'm kidding with you. Rick Lakes, I don't see ads either. I have you blocked, not on premium. Ken was laughing at something I said. I don't know what. Bobby, I have the same cell phone I have through internet, through Verizon Fios. So that's when I was asking about why did you need a discount in both Florida and New York on Verizon? Isn't it the same service? Why do you need to have a discount on both locations? I have the same cell phone. I have the internet through Verizon Fios. Oh, it's Verizon. It's not the cell phone account for Verizon. It's the fiber optic internet at his home in New York. Got it. Understood. Sorry, just saw you said hi. Bobby Warren, support mobile. This is home discount. So you had the home discount in Florida. I think that's where you got that whole home package with the security and everything in Florida. And now he's getting that same package at his New York location. External SSD in an enclosure. I will check other computers and swap the USB cable. Can you make the problem happen? I mean, is there a certain series of events that you can make it fail to recognize the drive, or is it just random? I'm not sure if that's going to take us anywhere else, but then Bobby, Ken, I got my cell phone and internet discount at my second location. We're at 6 minutes to go. Nice or something. 500 gigabyte SSD. Yes, I do. Zavi tries with A. Dennis, mistake made. Chris, I've got a remove option, but when you actually try to do the remove, to actually try to remove a previous comment, does it work? because that Gary has the remove option, but it won't actually remove the comment. Ken Stout, keep reading the chat. We've all tested that function. Okay, filter lists, suspend network activity until all filter lists are loaded, checked. What? Oh, and uBlock settings. Oh, so uBlock settings being suggested as a way to stop the advertisements on YouTube videos. Getting error, try again. See remove option on my post said error, have the option to remove YouTube. So it's not just Gary. So it's YouTube not functioning the way it's designed to. Again, same thing that we discovered with those blocked words. Does not work that way, the way it's supposed to. Alex joke, my message retracted. Gary Winterman, that option is unchecked. Oh, that was for the uBlock origin issue. Testing to remove. Yeah, it's a joke. New test. One letter can't be deleted. One letter messages can't be deleted. Oh, is it only if you have a single letter message? Is that all that? But all these other people that were unable to delete, were they all single letter messages? I don't think so. Refresh of Firefox browser did not help. I still get an error even on the new test. Maybe you being the host, you can remove. All right, so this comment from Ken. I do have a remove. So let's see. I still get an error on the new test. So here's new test. You're going to have to wait. That is a client. So this one, new test. Can I remove that message? Oh. Unwanted commercial, trying to hate, promotes terrorism, suicide, misinformation. It's none of those really. I even feel bad about calling it misinformation because it is a new test. But I got to choose something. I guess me as the host, I get the opportunity to report message. But I canceled that because I don't want to report it. I want to remove it. Did I click on report by mistake? Yeah, I must have. Oh, error, try again. I'm getting error, try again on somebody else's message. All right, YouTube's just messed up. Time down, skipping over some of this stuff about the deleting messages because that's across the board. How can I get a discount on my cell phone and internet? From Bobby to Ken, happens Chrome Edge. Sorry, I was just guessing. Getting error removing messages. I did click the wrong button, that's something I do. Chris, I got a discount on my internet and cell phone. I selected report by mistake. Yeah, because they're spelled similar, right? R-E-M-O-V-E. It's the same number of letters. Begins with remove, report. The first two letters are the same, so it's totally understandable why a Doug would make that mistake. Mistake made is more than one or two letters. I get an error. Also, I can't remove another user's post. The issue issued the entire show because I go on a call with a client. Nick Poverman, is the entire show because I go on a call with a client. Oh, missed the entire show because I went on a call with a client. So M's and N's, the M and N keys right next to each other on the keyboard. Something wrong with those keys for Nick. Just kidding. YouTube features buggy. Who'd have thunk it? 2 more minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Doug, my cell phone is 123 and my internet is 220. Cell phone, what, $123? Internet is $220. Is that dollar amounts? Or are you giving us your PIN code for your cell phone? I'm going to assume those are dollar amounts. Bobby Warren, it was before my internet was $400, my cell phone was $300. Wow. Good discount. Fat fingers and tired. All right, it is time to put this to bed so that I can redirect you to Ken Stout's show. And I got to remember to click all the things right so you get sent over to him. And here we go. There's my email address if you'd like to send a question by email, or you can put a question in a comment on any of my videos, or you can put it in the chat room. That's it. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.